Well, folks, here we are again for the first forecast of 2014. I hope that you had a safe and a very relaxing holiday season. Of course, we've seen the big cold air push once again into the state, and we've seen that pretty much locked into eastern Nebraska for the last few days. We have some moderating temperatures in western Nebraska, but the big news is, of course, this large Arctic surge is going to come into the region and going to produce some very bitter wind chills. We'll easily be looking at 30 to 40 below wind chills this weekend, and we'll maybe see a slight moderation as we get into next week. So let's get right to the forecast and see how this is going to progress as we go through this next 7-day period. And I'll draw your attention to the upper air charts. Here's a trough that's brought the first surge of cold air in today, and then there's another push that's going to come behind it. So basically the temperatures that you see this morning are likely going to be the highs, and then will drop as the day begins. There is a possibility of some upslope flow generating in northeastern Colorado and the southwestern panhandle, and possibly even get into extreme southwestern Nebraska, where we may see some light flurry and maybe even some light snow accumulations, particularly as we get into tomorrow, as the cold air really starts to push down toward our south, and we do see that there is some energy moving up against the mountains. So this is the best likelihood for accumulating snowfall in Nebraska would be extreme western Nebraska. In eastern Nebraska, we're probably looking more at flurries and maybe just trace accumulations. But the big news is, as this system moves toward the east, another powerful storm will generate across the northeastern United States. So as we go into Monday, big flow of Arctic air coming down. We're going to be very hard pressed on Sunday and Monday in northeast Nebraska to even get above the 0-degree mark. But you'll notice this ridge starts to build back up, and it looks like some warmer temperatures may build into western Nebraska, and we may actually start to move into the 20s on Monday, and much warmer conditions if this forecast is correct. As the cold air moves off to the northeast and generates a fairly significant snow, we'll start to see some warmer air pushing into our region on Tuesday, and that trend will continue all the way in until Wednesday, when we do is get a slight cool down, but we're not getting that big Arctic flow coming into the region. This is more Pacific in nature, so if we do see a cool down, it's only going to be a few degrees, and there is a chance for some light snow accumulations across extreme western Nebraska. Now, as we get into Thursday, we'll see that little trough pushes toward the east, and that brings some flurry activity into southeastern Nebraska and eastern Kansas. But again, no significant accumulation expected. And as we get into Friday, we'll notice that the trough sits here over the Great Lakes region, and another piece of energy moves into the southwest. We'll be watching this for its movement as we get into late next week, and right now it keeps it south of Nebraska, but we'll need to pay attention to this upper air low. Now, as we look at the temperature forecast, brutally cold conditions. We're looking at sub-zero highs on Monday across northeast Nebraska, wind chills in the 30 to 40 to below the zero range, and overnight lows easily will be in the 10 to 15 below zero, and it might be expected to see some 20 below zero temperatures across western Nebraska. 8 to 14 day forecast from next Thursday through following Tuesday. We're looking at above normal temperatures moving eastward in terms of precipitation, a dry trend for Nebraska with another system moving across the northern plains with above normal precipitation.